With a gentle companion, find the wisdom to love yourself better. Today, we're diving into Matthew Johnstone's book, Stress Less. This book delves deep into the origins of stress, its impacts, and how to effectively manage and reduce it. Through vivid stories and scientific research, Matthew helps us understand the nature of stress and offers practical tips and methods. Let's listen to Matthew's journey and his wisdom in combating stress. Around the age of 35, Matthew Johnstone experienced extreme stress, which quickly turned his hair gray. Working as an art director in the advertising industry, a high-demand, high-pressure job, and being a perfectionist, he had high expectations of his work and often felt disappointed with the results. He couldn't trust others, always believing only he could do the job right. This constant stress led to insomnia and sometimes made his arms feel like icy currents were running through them, with flickering lights appearing at the corners of his eyes. Due to overwhelming stress, Matthew eventually developed depression. He tried to suppress and escape stress through work, alcohol, and medication, but these methods only brought temporary relief. Neglecting self-care, Matthew's condition worsened, leading to severe depression. During that period, he felt helpless and alone, losing interest and hope in life. His story reminds us that ignoring stress and unhealthy coping mechanisms can severely impact our mental health. Dr. Michael Player also provides scientific insights into stress in the book. He points out that chronic stress has biological impacts on the body, affecting cell division and causing brain shrinkage in critical areas. Under extreme stress, some people can't eat, sleep, concentrate, make decisions, or complete tasks. These physiological and psychological changes not only affect daily life, but can also lead to serious health issues like heart disease, hypertension, and diabetes. With the methods shared in Stress Less, we can develop a reasonable health plan to restore and maintain balance in our lives. The book's strategies help us recognize our stress triggers and symptoms, enabling us to create a sustainable plan to better manage stress and rediscover joy and health. A good health plan focuses not only on physical health, but also on mental and emotional balance, helping us face stress with more composure and confidence. This book is rich with important concepts and terminology. Dr. Michael Player, a clinical psychologist passionate about addressing stress, spent years researching the topic. In the book, he shares his research findings and practical experiences. The goal is to help readers overcome stress. If stress dominates your life, don't ignore it or expect it to disappear on its own. By learning and practicing the methods in the book, we can better manage and reduce stress. Stress is a normal part of life, and moderate stress can be beneficial, keeping us motivated and energetic. However, it's not the stress itself that affects us, but how we perceive it. If we view stress as harmful, it can indeed be detrimental. Conversely, if we see stress as a challenge rather than a threat, we can handle and utilize it better. When we feel threatened, our sympathetic nervous system triggers a fight or flight response, essential for early human survival to evade predators. In modern society, our alarm system identifies many threats that don't truly endanger our lives. These false alarms can cause our bodies to react with stress, increasing our overall stress levels. Understanding this physiological response evolution helps us manage modern life stress better. Stress can manifest as irritability, fatigue, anxiety, and insomnia. For example, the stress and frustration of driving under difficult conditions can lead to intense anger. These symptoms affect our emotions and behavior and can cause physical discomfort like headaches, muscle tension, and digestive issues. Recognizing these symptoms as signs of stress can help us take early action to alleviate and manage it. Our modern lifestyle actually threatens our well-being. We focus more on money, fame, and outward appearances, which correlate with anxiety and depression. We absorb more information than ever, much of it negative. We struggle with feelings of unease, high expectations, and societal pressures to be our ideal selves, increasing our stress. This lifestyle keeps us in a constant state of high pressure, preventing true relaxation and enjoyment of life. Financial stress, work stress, health stress, interpersonal stress, family stress, social stress, technology stress, competitive stress, life-changing stress, environmental stress, and future stress are all potential sources. Each type of stress has unique manifestations and impacts. For instance, financial stress may make us worry about paying bills, Work stress may make us feel unable to complete tasks, and health stress may make us worry about our physical condition. These stresses often intertwine, further burdening us. Most of us live brutal, tight, and overloaded lives. Single stressors may not cause a breakdown, but they accumulate, increasing our overall stress. For example, traffic jams, minor work setbacks, and household chores may seem trivial, but when they pile up, they can overwhelm us. Identifying these daily triggers and taking proactive measures is a crucial step in reducing stress. Self-monitoring can help reduce stress. Record your stress levels 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening, on a scale from 0 to 10, with 10 being severe stress and 0 being completely relaxed. This method helps us understand our stress levels and trends, enabling timely adjustments. Self-monitoring not only aids in stress management, but also enhances our self-awareness and control. The more you resist something, the more it clings to you. Accepting stress can drain your energy, clear thinking, creativity, and rationality. It can strip away your problem-solving ability and even threaten your health and happiness. We must incorporate acceptance into this equation. I know my stress is really high. I acknowledge that I'm not in a good state right now. I need to do something else to relax and release my stress. The brain isn't the trustworthy friend you imagine. It knows stress is harmful, but still keeps us tense. The brain's primary function is to ensure our survival, but in modern society, it creates unnecessary fears and problems. For example, when facing work stress, the brain may amplify it, making us feel more anxious and helpless. Understanding this trait helps us better identify and manage stress. Our brain structure shares many similarities with our animal relatives. Emotions are energy in motion, instinctive, physical, and precede our feelings. Feelings are psychological interpretations of emotions that the brain assigns meaning to. For instance, when we feel fear, our body first produces a series of physiological responses like a rapid heartbeat and sweating. Then the brain interprets this emotion. Understanding the relationship between emotions and feelings helps us better manage them and stress. Harmful chemicals include adrenaline and cortisol, which play roles in the fight or flight response. Cortisol helps regulate blood pressure, metabolism, and blood sugar levels. Beneficial chemicals include dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins, which bring pleasure and relaxation. For example, when we receive a reward, dopamine makes us feel happy and satisfied. Serotonin makes us feel calm and happy. Understanding these chemicals' roles helps us better regulate emotions and stress. Everyone deals with stress differently, thanks to unique genetics and learning experiences. Understanding how parents' behavior affects children's perception and coping with stress is crucial. Young people also inherit a more stressful world. For example, a child growing up in a stressful environment may be more sensitive to stress and find it harder to cope. By understanding and changing these inherited and learned patterns, we can better manage and reduce stress. Lazarus and Folkman's cognitive interactional stress model connects our stress with our interactions with the outside world. Our response to any stressor includes assessing its severity and judging our ability to handle it. For example, when facing a stressor, we first assess its severity, then judge our ability to cope. If we believe we can't handle it, we feel more stressed. Understanding this model helps us better manage and reduce stress. When we feel stressed, we naturally want to avoid it until the problem disappears. But if we adopt negative coping strategies, things usually get worse. Positive coping encourages us to take action to solve problems or seek help. For example, when work stress is overwhelming, we can talk to colleagues for support rather than bearing it alone. Through positive coping, we can more effectively manage and reduce stress. Our brain makes many thinking errors, meaning many stress-causing events are perceived and not real. For example, we might exaggerate things, thinking a small problem will lead to severe consequences. By challenging our thoughts, we can reduce the impact of worrying thoughts on our emotions and behavior. For example, when we recognize catastrophic thinking, we can ask ourselves, will this situation really be that bad? This way, we can view problems more rationally and reduce stress. Cognitive diffusion, borrowed from acceptance and commitment therapy, helps us continue living despite troubling thoughts. This technique allows us to observe our thoughts from a distance rather than being entangled in them. For example, when feeling anxious, we can try to view this anxiety as an external object. observing it instead of letting it control us. This way, we can better manage emotions and stress. Mindfulness is an effective method for reducing stress. It can reduce anxiety, depression, and sleep problems, enhancing self-awareness and interpersonal skills. Mindfulness requires awareness, attention, and an object of consciousness, achieved by focusing on the present experience. For example, during mindfulness meditation, we can focus on our breathing, observing each inhale and exhale without letting our thoughts drift. Through this practice, we can better manage emotions and reduce stress. Mindful eating helps us gain immense enjoyment from small amounts of food and slow down our eating pace, giving the brain enough time to realize when we're full. For example, during a meal, we can focus on the food's color, taste, and texture, chewing slowly and savoring each bite. Exercise helps relieve stress by lowering cortisol levels and enhancing mood. For example, aerobic exercise releases endorphins, making us feel happy and relaxed. Through mindful eating and exercise, we can better manage stress and improve our quality of life. High-quality sleep is crucial for our health and well-being. It helps the brain stay healthy, restores bodily energy, regulates metabolism, and boosts the immune system. By maintaining good sleep habits, we can significantly improve our quality of life. For example, we can establish a fixed sleep schedule, avoid electronic devices before bed, and create a quiet, comfortable sleeping environment. Through these methods, we can improve sleep quality, reduce stress, and enhance overall health. Our relationships with loved ones can also bring us a lot of stress. When stressed, we often vent our worries and frustrations onto those closest to us, causing tension. For example, when work stress is high, we might snap at our partner, and their reaction can make us feel more frustrated and lonely. By practicing good communication and understanding, we can break this vicious cycle. For example, we can learn to listen to each other's feelings and express our needs without blaming or criticizing. This way, we can build healthier, more harmonious relationships and reduce stress. Reframing language is a technique for expressing what we want to say in a more friendly way. By defining problems, listening actively, and letting our partner influence us, we can build mutual understanding and sustainable, friendly relationships. For example, when feeling dissatisfied, we can use "I feel." Statements to express our feelings rather than "you always." Statements to blame the other person. This way, we can communicate more effectively, reduce misunderstandings and conflicts, and build healthier, more harmonious relationships. Every intimate relationship faces difficult, unsolvable problems. By addressing these issues, partners can become gentler when dealing with other relationship problems, getting along better. For example, we can use the cognitive interactional stress model to assess a problem's severity and our ability to handle it, then develop solutions. This way, we can solve problems more effectively, reduce stress, and improve relationship quality. Assertiveness is the ability to express needs and feelings while respecting others' rights and feelings. Nonverbal communication's voice is the loudest, and we need to ensure nonverbal signals match our words for effective communication. For example, when saying "I'm happy to see you," our facial expression and body language should also show happiness. This way, we can convey messages more effectively and build healthier, more harmonious relationships. Changing our experience of the present moment can prevent stress relapse. Choosing a pleasant activity and enjoying it can help us pause and refocus on the positive aspects. For example, we can enjoy a delicious meal, participate in a fun activity, or simply watch a movie. This way, we can improve our quality of life, reduce stress, and enjoy more happiness and satisfaction. Constant fear and tension reinforce stress pathways, increasing our mental and physical wear and tear. Accepting things as they are and letting go of what we can't control can help us resolve current dilemmas. By establishing new problem-solving pathways, we can say goodbye to stress forever. That's all for today. I hope these methods and tips help you better manage stress and live a more relaxed and joyful life. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.